Game of Villainous between Yzma and Prince John, and I'm going to try to offer up my commentary throughout the game to see how it played out and maybe analyze different alternative routes to achieve the objectives. So it looks like we start off with a rock paper scissors game to determine who wants to go first or second. Looks like Prince John deferred and went second, so he collected 1 power. Here goes Yzma now, moving to Mudka's Meat Hut, gathering the 1 power, executing the Fate action. And let's see who he brought up here. Looks like a Skippy from Prince John's Fate deck, and he's going to block the Fate action at Nottingham. Also blocked a gather 1 power at Nottingham. Let's see what else I was doing here. I think I was trying to cycle through my cards and determine what I wanted to discard over at Mudka's Meat Hut as my 4th action. Underneath the Imperial Guards I discard also might have been a Path That Rocks discard. So that's the end of Yzma's turn and pass turn to Prince John. So Prince John moved to the jail and gathered 3 power here as his first action. Looks like there's a play a card and a discard, so Prince John's going to play a card for 1 and get his warrant out on the second location, which is Friartuck's Church, and then a discard of a condition card, which looks like it was Greed, which is if another player has 6 or more power, you may play Greed and gain 3 power. So early game, those Greeds really aren't that great for Prince John, so trying to cycle through his deck there and get some more cards to play. Looks like Yzma played 2 eavesdrops at the third location, which is the jungle, 2 play a card actions. Playing 2 eavesdrops for 2 power each and looking through that the Pacha's House Fate deck and revealed some cards there with some heroes, and looks like did not discover Cusco in that one. And then also looking at the jungle Fate deck and did not discover Cusco in that one as well. Found some other cards, some effects, and some heroes. So good information for the Yzma character, but no Cusco find there, and a defer. So looks like Prince John moved to the Sherwood Forest and played Beautiful Lovely Taxes to gain one power, and then discarded a Rhino Guards. Continuing on with that turn of Prince John, looks like he executed a Fate action and found a kid to block the second location at Yzma's villain board or villain realm at Pacha's house, and looks like he revealed a Tipo to block Pacha's house. So that is a good thing about the villain board here, is that he can't block the fate action at Mudka's Meat Hut when you're playing against Yzma. So Tipa's out, and Tipa will have to be defeated before Yzma can defeat Cusco. Going to Yzma's turn now. Yzma executed the Fate action and gathered 1 power, and discarding some Imperial Guards, which, looking back on it now, might have wanted to keep an Imperial Guards to play, because we're gonna need to defeat Tipo at some point, or utilize him to help out and defeat Cusco with Kronk. So going to Prince John now. He moved back to the jail, gathered 3 power, played a Beautiful Lovely Taxes to get another 1, and executed a discard action. Looks like he got rid of... What did he get rid of here? Well, he got rid of an effect card. What did he get rid of here? I can't even see what he got. Oh, he got rid of a Set a Trap, is what he got rid of. And so picking up Yzma's turn here, looks like she's back in the jungle, discard a Fake Funeral, gather 3 power, and looks like he didn't play a card, which is interesting thinking about it, but maybe Yzma didn't have anything really that he wanted to play. So passing the turn to Prince John, gathering 2 power at the second location, which is Friartuck's Church, and as greedy as Prince John is, he's counting up his power, seeing how much he has. Looks like he's got 6, 8, 10, 12 power at this point, and just past turn. So Yzma moving back to the Mudka's Meat Hut, gathering 1, and He's gonna go ahead and fate, which is interesting. Looking back on it, I'm not sure if fating is a good idea here. But he did turn up a Friar Tuck, which got rid of the warrant, and now he's able to cover up Friar Tuck's church and get rid of the warrant. Fading that instance might have been a bit of a scary thing to do, especially if you got something to cover up Friar Tuck's church that wasn't Friar Tuck, and then you would have to exercise the warrant and get Prince John 2 more power. So it looks like at Mudka's Meat Hut, Yzma played in after them for some power and played after them for 1 power, and found Cusco, but also found a peasant and Chaka, which is not obviously not good when you have 3 heroes out, but they really only cover 1 location. So as long as Kronk is on the horizon here for Yzma, he's getting closer to his win condition. So Prince John moved back to the jail, gathered 3 power, and discarded to try to cycle through his hand, and maybe looking to play a card. Looks like he will not. And on Yzma's turn here, we're going to go to the jungle, gather 3, and here comes Kronk out. But obviously Kronk without a dagger or without an extra ally, unable to defeat Cusco at this point, and also has to defeat Tipo. So looking back on it now, I think that play of Kronk to the 4th location at Mudka's Meat Hut was not a shrewd move there. I think playing him to Pacha's house would have been much more shrewd, because you have to defeat Tipo at some point. So the end of that turn was a discard, maybe looking to try to get a dagger or an ally. Maybe could have played a Cruel Irony there to get an ally out of the discard pile. So although he did get Kronk out to Mudka's Meat Hut, looks like a pretty poor turn there by me. And this is the first time I'm playing, one of the first times I'm playing Yzma, so I'm still getting used to the mechanic. And I would love to hear in the comments if I could have played that turn a little bit different. So Prince John is back at his first location with Sherwood Forest and going to execute a fate. Looks like he got another kid out there, which is a strong fate against Yzma, because obviously you can only cover up 1 location and you can't choose which location you want to play the fate heroes to. But getting Chaka or Tipo out obviously slows down Yzma from executing his win condition to defeat Cusco. So it looks like a few more steps here that Kronk and Yzma have to execute to get the win condition executed. So here we go back to Yzma's turn, and she's moving to Pacha's house to execute a fate action. Back into the fate war here, and 2 clever disguises got revealed. Let's see where we put the clever disguise on this turn. It looks like we might have been we can't move Lady Cluck to the jail, so we retroactively went back on that turn and moved Friar Tuck to the jail instead, which revealed the 2 power and the play a card action at Friar Tuck's church. Looks like Yzma has decided to put the clever disguise on Sherwood Forest with Lady Cluck, so Lady Cluck is increased to 8 power, and Prince John can pay 2 to discard the clever disguise at any point. And rest of Yzma's turn is a pass. Back to Prince John, who's going back to the jail. Getting that 3 action sequence at the jail. It's always very strong to get the 3 actions at the jail. Different sort of mechanic on Prince John's location there in his villain realm. Let's count up Prince John's power right now. Looks like he got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. He's getting pretty close, 17 or 18. Just played 1 power to play a card. And looks like he's playing that crown card. What is that card called? He's playing King Richard's Crown, which is if Prince John is at this location, all card costs are reduced by 1 power. So getting his King Richard's Crown out